All right, Shannon, season 15 of The Real Housewives of Orange County, and you are the closest thing we have to an OG now. You're the longest running cast member.
Yeah, it's a little bit insane because first of all, I started in season 9. So that's long into a show. So it's a lot.
You are now also una amiga. You are the last amiga standing. What does that feel like?
I'm not going to lie. At the very beginning of filming, I was a little concerned because I didn't really have close relationships with any of the cast. But, you know, what has been nice about it is that I have been able to develop those relationships now that Vicki and Tamra aren't there.
Vicki and Tamra have had a lot to say about the state of things, kind of the demise of their friendship with you. You've stayed pretty quiet. What do you want to say about it? What's your side of the story there?
I just want to say that they have been saying such untruths about me in the press, and I dispute what they've said.
I just kind of felt like as soon as Vicki and we are not on the show anymore, she just doesn't have any time for us anymore. And it really just kind of hurts my feelings because I feel like I've, not only lost my job, but I lost my best friend. And I'm hurt. I'm just hurt because I didn't expect it. I guess I wasn't important to her.
I am not the person to sink down to a level to argue with people that I consider close friends in the press or on social media. That's not who I am. That's not what I'm made of. So I feel like I have a little bit more decorum than they do. So I don't want to engage with them except to say that the things that they've been saying, especially Tamra, it's a laundry list of things that aren't true.
Safe to say you're not really in contact with either of them at this moment.
No, not at all. No, not at all. I mean, it's interesting when people say, you can pick up the phone. What moron would pick up the phone when someone's been bashing them for months on end? I mean, it almost got to a point where it was weekly, where yet another untruth would come out. And, it's just, I take the high road in those situations, and I'm going to continue to do that.
Do you have any hope for reconciliation, any hope to reunite with them one day, or is that chapter closed and done because of what's happened?
Kelly and I have talked about it a little bit. I really have no reason to be around them anymore. We live like 45 minutes away from each other. So it's not like we're in the same social circles or anything like that. I don't know when I would ever potentially run into them again. So I don't know. I suppose I should never say never because I'm one of those people that have said I'm done and then I'm in with friends. And that Kelly Dodd might be an example of that. So never say never. But for now, I have no desire.
That makes sense to me. So the door's closed, but maybe it's not locked. The deadbolt isn't on.
You never know. You never know.
We're going to see the journey of you and Kelly Dodd.
Yes. I'm a very loyal friend. So if you attack my best friend, in my eyes, you're attacking me. So I had some revelations after she kind of explained what she was doing. Now, I do what I think her intentions were towards Tamra were kind or nice, no. But I took them personally that she was going after me as well. And she explained to me that she wasn't. And what she said made sense to me. So, when I hear that, I'm going to give her another chance. We actually are neighbors too. I mean, I see her all the time. So like we are within walking distance of each other. So, and I'm glad, I don't like to argue with anyone I do have opinions always, and I have no fear of expressing them. That being said, I don't like to be in arguments with people. I just don't.
Kelly has come under fire a lot in the last few months. Her pandemic-related behavior, what she's said about the pandemic.
Don't we kind of feel like that right now? Or to just go out there and just get it and like be done with it? I mean, that's what kind of like, and when I said, thinking like, it's like Darwinism. Like, I don't know. Like, we listen, we have a short life. We all do.
What's your take on how she's handled things?
I don't necessarily agree with a lot of the things that she said. It's, she puts her foot in her mouth a lot, and that it's not good. When this pandemic first hit, I mean, I was petrified. Like, I couldn't sleep. I was a mess. And and people are still dying from it. It's a serious illness, and you don't know if you're going to be seriously affected by it or not. I mean, I have friends who have lost, 5+ friends to COVID. So, there's a certain respect level that I don't think that she had for what certain people are going through. And I don't agree with it.
Let's move on to your other neighbor, Bronwyn.
Mm-hmm.
She, judging by the trailer, seems to be in the center of a lot of the mess we're going to see this season.
I can do this. Wake up! You're a sloppy chihuahua! Goodbye. You, Gina! You!
She just kind of, I feel, kind of came in guns a-blazing. And I think you see from the trailer, I'm not pleased with some of the things that she's done.
Shannon was the one that's like, yeah, it's kind of sad. Don't you dare accuse me of something that I did.
I go, what is it? I say, don't tell me I did something that I did. And I meant to say didn't. I was throwing a party. I didn't do it. So anyways, but yeah, it's just like, that is my button. Don't tell me that I said something when I know I didn't say it. Like, I remember what I say and do. I do.
Yeah. I figured you just misspoke out of frustration in the moment.
But I think you can tell from the context of my words, like, what stupid person would say, don't tell me I did something that I did. So I mean, that's just when sometimes my mind is going in 50 million directions, and then I'm on to the next, and then I've cut the other one off.
You say Bronwyn came in guns a-blazing. Do you think she stirs up drama for the sake of stirring up drama, does stuff for the attention?
Well, I think that you'll see this season, some of us kind of perplexed a little bit about what's going on with her. I mean, I don't want to ruin anything, but yeah, all of us kind of have our antennas raised with Bronwyn this season. Was the Love Shack real? Was it really? Was she an author?
Okay, you're raising some questions here. We also have a new girl, Elizabeth Vargas, who I did not know what to expect from this woman after seeing her social media. After seeing the premiere, I'm intrigued.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Elizabeth Vargas is kind of fun.
What is your take on Elizabeth Vargas?
She's a lot. Elizabeth Vargas is a lot. I think that I had fun with her. People, of course, when you know who a new cast member is, I had people calling me, texting me, trying to give me intel. But I always like to try and meet someone on my own, and not normal for me, but I liked her when I first met her, and she was fun. But we kind of have a little something too.
I don't know what's wrong with Shannon. She just turned like that. Does she do that?
Yes. She's a very complex person, and I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
There's a lot of layers to peel off her.
That feels right to me after seeing the premiere. But she is kind of the first new girl that you're starting off on at least a good foot with. Most new girls, it's shaky ground.
I started out well with Bronwyn. Let's not forget.
Okay. I'll take it.
I don't know who the new girl was before her. Oh,
Lydia.
Okay.
Your mom said I had a bright light. Maybe you should talk to her a little bit.
Okay, well, she also said you're a lost soul.
I'm done. I'm done.
All right. If you had to boil down what we're going to see in season 15 to one word, what is your word for season 15?
Oh, I would say unique, because it's something that's not normal. I mean, what we've been going through as the whole world has been going through, something that's never really happened in history. So it's just, you can't even script some of this stuff. And so I just think it's going to be a very unique experience for the audience, and for them to maybe compare what they were going through as we were all locked up at home too. I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be entertaining because everyone's going to be able to relate to the things that all of us went through.
Well, I'm excited to see the rest of it. And I think people need to, I've seen some chatter about like, I don't want to rewatch the pandemic, but it's like, we're still in it. I want to see how you guys handled it. I want to see what you were able to turn lemons into lemonade, to make us a show, take the 9 lemons out of the bowl.
Well, I have to tell you, Bryce, I've been told that it's just going to be like an episode or a little bit more than one episode. It's not going to be like, 5 weeks of COVID stuff.